What's up, guys? I do have some awesome news for you. While I'm not an Xbox fan, I did catch their press conference tonight and they debuted an amazing trailer for Devil May Cry 5. It looks like I was right about it being shown at this year's E3. What I want to do here is take you through the trailer and discuss the gameplay features and clues that are present, and take a moment to take in the crazy, silky smooth action that's present in this trailer. Okay, enough blabbering from me. Let's take a look at it. First off, let me say that this entry in the series is back with its original developer, an internal team at Capcom led by Hideki Itsuno, who I've discussed in previous videos. This means no more third party taking liberties with the property and reimagining it or creating their own vision for the characters in this series. I am excited that we have Itsuno's team working on this game, and it certainly shows in the trailer. So we begin with a shot that is very reminiscent of Devil May Cry 3 and that huge demon tower that Dante had to climb in that game. We are also introduced to a man narrating the trailer, but not given any details about his identity. Apparently, some sort of demon tree is spawned from who knows where to wreak havoc on this world again. If you look at the SWAT team and setting within this trailer, we are also given clues about the time period this game is supposed to take place in. It is certainly a modern setting, as you can see the weapons and dress of the police officers are certainly from a modern era, and the architecture is not as Victorian inspired as in previous games. Also, the marionettes from previous entries are gone as well, replaced by insect-like demons taking cues from the look of a praying mantis. Tentacles also rip through the ground and attack people in the city. It's nice to see actual citizens among the mix here, as in past games, they really didn't have a living or breathing world with citizens being a part of them. Then we get a shot of a mystery character raising his hand towards the camera. While it is not explicitly stated, I'm going to go ahead and predict that this is our antagonist, and he is probably some form of Virgil, Dante's brother. Then we get a few more shots of the tentacles and the demon tree. If you take a look at the cars in the street as the van passes them though, we can clearly see that this section of the game takes place in Great Britain, as they are certainly styled like taxis in that country. Then in awesome fashion we get our first look at the protagonist, and it seems Nero is going to be starring in this game as well, sporting a short haircut and as cocky as ever. As in previous games, we get a nice shot of the neon lit Devil May Cry sign and a phone number that is definitely British. Of course, Nero looks older and grizzled here, and then we get to see his famous sword and its rev mechanic returning. After the van jumps off a cliff created by the demon tree sprouting up, I'm sure, we meet Nero's sidekick, Nico. She seems to be about his age and sports a bombastic attitude throughout the trailer, so she fits right in here. As we return to the van careening down the road, we also see that Nero's double-barrel revolver is making a return. I feel like there are going to be many callbacks to previous entries in this series, and a lot of fan service because of the backlash concerning Ninja Theory's entry into Devil May Cry. And I am certainly fine with that. I love making those connections with past games. After ramming a few cars, we get to see the action that DMC is known for, with Nero flipping in slow motion through the air, blasting away demons in spectacular fashion. Moments like these are why Devil May Cry has such a rabid fan base. This is what the series is all about. And just as easily as Nero flipped out of the van, he lands right back in the passenger seat like nothing incredible just happened. Ridiculous and over the top for sure, but that's the way Devil May Cry is. The next gameplay feature we are shown is Nero sporting a robotic arm, and as you will see later in the trailer, this arm functions very similarly to the Devil Bringer from Devil May Cry 4. Nero shoots a blast out of it, and you can also impel enemies with it to rope them over to you. This played a huge role in Devil May Cry 4, as to continue combos after knocking enemies backwards, you could use this to bring them right back within your range or grapple over to them. We then get a shot of Nico explaining to an injured soldier that she built Nero's arm, cluing us into the fact that her role will be some sort of technology specialist for his team. As in past games, players will obviously go to her to upgrade Nero's abilities and purchase or research new ones. Next, we get another good old action montage, but one interesting thing to note is that in one of them, Nero slows down time and dodges, confirming that this fighting style will be returning. In previous games, you could swap fighting styles that came with their own movesets and special abilities. It gave players an excellent incentive to experiment with different styles, and also another layer of replayability for the game. Then we get a nice shot of Nero trash-talking a giant demon. Another nice callback to previous Capcom developed entries in the series. In absurd fashion, the boss has a mouth for a stomach, and he can be seen eating cars with his mouth stomach. A clue to his weakness here? That would be my guess. We get another fighting montage showing off another boss, and again, more tentacles destroying the city. Then we get a quick scene of a cloaked man ripping the Devil Bringer and Nero's arm completely off. This is a flashback, of course, and gives us a reason for Nero's robotic arm earlier in the trailer, and a possible motive for fighting the demons. I'm sure this person had something to do with their reemergence. Nero also says that he has a score to settle with him, so this may take in some respects the form of a revenge tale. Lastly, we were given an official logo for the game, which looks pretty awesome, and are shown an old and worn Dante riding a motorcycle that looks like it has its own Devil Trigger mode. With so much focus on Nero in this trailer, it looks like Dante is going to be taking a back seat again, just like in Devil May Cry 4. And then it's revealed that it's going to be coming out in spring of 2019, so we don't have long to wait for this one. So that wraps up the Devil May Cry 5 reveal trailer. In my opinion, it looks awesome and seems to show a development team that is focused on recapturing that classic Devil May Cry feel. I certainly cannot wait to get my hands on this game. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, like and comment and let me know what you thought of the trailer. Also, please consider subscribing to my channel for more updates on E3 and video game news. Until next time, guys.